on the podcast.
Order. Stop picking your nose. Order.
This is an after-school program podcast.
What key are we in, G?
Yeah.
I'm a thug for the Lord. The Lord loves thugs.
Gangsta for God.
Is that your car key?
I'm a real G,
Oh, yes.
lowercase.
Do you just walk around with one key?
Just one key. Yeah.
You walk around with? Do you have a house key? Do you have a house key?
I've got a house key.
Where is it?
In the other pocket.
You know, I'm realizing I didn't bring it.
You know, I don't trust people with one key,
Here,
and I don't trust people with too many keys. Why do you got too many keys?
My situation is a little different right now because Lauren is borrowing my car to go to work because someone needed to borrow her car. So it's a
this
domino thing going on.
I feel like you could have just cut out the middleman and let them borrow your car.
Maybe.
You would have thought. How you doing, Pedaba?
I'm doing good.
PDBB.
I have the document.
Wait, guys, let's do introductions, and then we're gonna get to the document.
Yeah.
Fellas, ladies, you waited all week long. We got it.
I'm PD, and I'm an investigative journalist. And that's how I recovered this document.
I am Shama, and I appreciate and love so much that in Spanish, in South America, I guess in Latinx culture, if someone sneezes, they say salud, which just means health. And I think that is every time I see it, or if somebody sneezes in Spanish, I like hearing somebody else go salud. I think we should.
Why is there always a tradition around saying something when someone sneezes?
Yeah. Do you know where bless you came from?
I've heard different things. Like some people say it's because
The bubonic plague.
yeah,
People
or the devil. And
I've heard that it's because when you sneeze, your heart skips a beat.
Yeah.
And if you sneeze too much, it can stop your heart. So they say, bless you.
Really?
that makes sense. What I was told in church is that when you sneeze, you get temporarily possessed.
Are you joking?
No, I think I was told that in kids' church by somebody. It might have been a kid. So
We really have to be careful what we tell kids, man.
I was yelled
People just
at.
be telling kids stuff.
I went to a Christian private school for 2 years when I was in elementary school. And my first month there was October. So Halloween was coming up. And I didn't know any better. And I was just like, she asked for prayer requests. And I was like, for it to be a spooky Halloween. And she screamed at me
Really?
and said that Halloween's the devil's holiday. And that we celebrate
is.
the fall festival.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was 11. or 8.
You know, Chase is always giving us clues as to just how pagan he grew up.
And you wonder why I'm the way that I am.
I think the peak paganism is I have a prayer request. I pray that everybody would have the spookiest of Halloweens. Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
oh man,
That's funny.
still pagan today. Hey, put that cigarette out, Chase. Chase.
Chase, not while we're recording the church stories. Hey, I've got a little tangent, and then we got a lot of emails.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show.
So we've got tangents, we've got documents, we've got emails.
We got emails. We got songs. Tangents, documents, email, songs. Okay, so I've got. I'm gonna call it an unpopular opinion. I'll just say a champignon.
Champagne.
Are you gonna let me do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got the okay from the room.
Well, it's
From
a tentative
HQ?
okay.
I got the CSP HQ guys, so I'm gonna go on. I think apart from food, I think if somebody calls something gross, you who heard that are now obligated to treat the thing that somebody said is gross as also gross. Apart from food, I've had a few discussions with my wife where it's like, hey, I think that's gross. Or it's like, well, it's not gross. But then I'm like, you can't legislate what is gross to me.
Yeah. Wait, so give an example because I'm not following. So not food.
Well, just when it not food. Like, people have different types of foods. Like cultures or whatever. So apart from food, like I think if you do something, and somebody goes, "Hey, you keep on doing this thing," like, hey, you sneeze into your shirt and then you rub your chest. I think that's a little gross. I don't think you can go, nuh-uh. Because if somebody tells you that it's gross, I feel like out of like mutual respect, you just need to bow down.
But they could just be wrong. Like when I'm trying to eat Chinese food with my hands and Lauren's like, that's gross. Like she's wrong.
Okay, so guys, you see the dilemma. This is what I'm saying, is that I think if that's not food. That is talking about the way you eat is gross. Yeah, I am in agreement with Lauren here.
Oh.
That's what I think. Guys, please.
Also,
please,
that I eat Chinese food cold.
It's like I said, you can't talk about food. Like, that is food.
Mm-hmm.
Your preference for the type of food, that's fine. I love cold Chinese food. I love cold pizza. I love cold Genghis Grill. I think, dude, their leftovers cold, amazing. But yeah, that's just my. I wonder if other people feel the same. And obviously, no. Do you know what I mean?
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Like,
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
When you tried to describe it the first time, it was like listening
Weird.
to Kanye on Rogan, where it's like he's saying stuff, but I have no idea.
My brain, the way I think. Like, what are you saying, dog?
So yeah, what you're saying essentially is you feel like people shouldn't be like, "Hey, that's gross."
I think you should. I think.
Or
if
you're
somebody
saying you
does
shouldn't
say
dispute it. if
Yeah, I don't
somebody
think you should
says, "Hey,
dispute it."
that's
You're saying you
gross."
should just be like, "You're right. I won't do it."
I'm not saying you need to say that's right. That's obviously right to them. But I think if you say, "Hey, man, dude, I've seen you cough into your hand and you don't really use hand," like, I think that's gross. I think you just need to go, "I understand," and out of like the respect for you, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Around
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I mean, hey, do what you want around somebody, when you're by yourself, do what you want. Sneeze wherever you want. But I think it's not specifically sneezing. It's just other things. Like, I think that if somebody presents it, I don't know. I think you are legally obligated to honor somebody else's gross terms.
Maybe we need a gross court.
This is really good, guys. We just started another segment.
We just started a new show. Judge Shama on Gross Court.
Order on the podcast.
Order. Stop picking your nose. Order.
Your Honor, my fiance does this thing where he takes his socks off and throws his socks at me, and I think it's really gross.
In this case, I find the offender guilty.
But did you do something to deserve it?
I may or may not have eaten his leftover Chinese food.
Cold?
Warm.
Were the socks smelly?
Extremely.
Was it a bit that you laughed at any point in time in the history of your relationship?
6 months ago, I did giggle the first time he did it.
No take backsies, dog. You're stuck with that.
Okay,
but hey, we're gonna launch Gross Court, the segment. So guys, because I really do. I want to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe some emails, like if you have a dispute with a family member or a partner about something that's gross, email us.
And we could all get powdered wigs to keep under our chairs.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, like, seriously, because this is a thing that I've thought, like, Grace and I haven't had a conversation about this in like a week, but I still think about it, like, every time, like, the gross factor of something. Like, if somebody says it and I'm like, if I hear it, I gotta salute, like, so now if somebody does something that is I want to know if something gross happens, let me know what your take is.
You hear that, Church Stories Army?
If you Army's too strong of a fandom.
Militia.
Send it to us and we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll help you solve it.
Word.
And then we'll send a cease and desist letter. So what do we want to do next? Do we want to keep the people waiting on the Bob closure?
I think we should get into it.
Let's get into it.
Just add a song and post while I'm reading this.
Okay, guys. So if you don't know about Bob, go listen to episode 125. You'll learn all about Bob, the former neighbor of the Bachmans.
Yes. The one about monkey in a bra, right?
The mouse in a bra.
Mouse in a bra. Sorry.
Mouse in a bra.
That's a different prank.
My bad.
The monkey was a pinata.
Yeah.
All right, this is from Richard S. Stewart, June 16th, 2014.
The year of our Lord.
June 16, 2014.
Yes. Addressed to Scott Bachman at 15 Morningdale Drive.
He's gonna dox your old address.
I don't live there anymore. Go visit the new people. They have goats and solar panels, so they're probably cool.
I love that you coast. It's also a dead end drive. I love that you like drive. You're like, oh, solar panel.
I have driven by there a few times just to look from a distance.
Yeah.
Is that creepy? Am I bobbing?
You've come full circle.
All right, so Bob Campbell, dear Mr. Bachman. It has come to our attention that loud music may have been coming from your property on various occasions, and that this music may have been so loud as to disturb the peace of your neighbor, Mr. Bob Campbell.
What? The third person?
Well, his attorney wrote the
His
letter.
attorney wrote
Yes.
it?
He got his attorney involved?
Richard S. Stewart, PA, attorney at law, Woodruff Road.
He
Won't
made
give the
that
exact
up.
address.
He made that up.
You think so?
What attorney at law?
Richard S. Stewart.
Yeah, Google
Look
it.
him up. Let's
It sounds
see.
like
it's
his
got
alias.
phone numbers we can call.
Richard S. Stewart, attorney at law. We're gonna get to the bottom.
Oh, if
of
this doesn't exist and Bob was just,
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay, wait a second. Richard S. Stewart. Hold on a second. Go up. It's not coming up.
Yeah,
Stewart
there's no...
Richards. Can you type Richard S. Stewart, Greenville? Just add Greenville to that. Greenville, SC.
I wonder what the phone numbers are then if this is fake. What, is this a conspiracy that we just uncovered?
Okay, Stewart.
There's a Richard Warder criminal defense attorney.
Oh, wait, what address did he say?
355 Woodruff Road, Suite 101.
Search that. This should just turned into a
Sweet what?
101.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually know. What is it called? This. I frequent this address.
I don't see it.
Hammond Assessments.
So either this guy went out of business and there's no trace of him on the internet, or
He'd
Bob
still be
made this
around.
up.
Yeah. This is sounding very sus, and
Yeah.
I think it's sus
And also,
that I use the word
it
sus.
just doesn't. Look at this. Like in the
Ooh.
font up there. Like,
This is what is currently at that location. Hammond Assessment.
Okay.
Free advertising. It's a psychology and counseling therapist office.
so did Bob just call up a therapist? He's like, hey,
What should I do?
Can I borrow your name?
Create an alter ego
Yeah.
and send a letter.
Very interesting. Okay, get another letter. Get another
Alright,
letter.
let's keep going. The music may have been so loud as to disturb the peace of your neighbor, Mr. Bob Campbell. And that it is becoming a nuisance to him. At this point in time, Mr. Campbell would request that the music coming from your property be at a volume that is appropriate, lawful, and which does not constitute a nuisance to him as your
Lawful?
neighbor.
Lawful.
Lawful. He's like, I want you to measure the decibels. Even more concerning, however, is that upon information and belief, you have indicated that to Mr. Campbell that someone has told you that he engaged in behavior that can only be described as that of a, in quotations, peeping Tom.
Wait a sec. So he's now coming back with. Wait a sec. Did y'all tell him that he was peeping around, or he had a peeping Tom? I don't. What is the language there?
Well, he's saying that we told other people, or no, wait, was he saying that? Yeah, someone has, quote unquote, told you that he was engaged in behavior that can only be described as that of a peeping Tom. Specifically, that someone told you that Mr. Campbell was looking into the window of a house in the neighborhood during the middle of the night. As you can well imagine, this is a complete falsity, and it concerns Mr. Campbell that people may be defaming his name and reputation by saying things about him of that nature. At this point in time, Mr. Campbell would request that you identify who exactly is making those defamatory accusations against him.
Is there a post haste at all in any of this letter?
No,
At all?
sincerely, Richard S. Stewart, PA.
Did your dad respond?
He said he's going to look in his hard drives at work to see if he can find, because he said that he let Bob have it a couple times.
Really?
Yeah. Let's call my dad.
Let's connect to the Bluetooth real quick. Man, Bob did too much.
Yeah.
Bob pulled a mess around and find out. with his lawyer. That's essentially what he did.
Now would be a good time to do an ad read.
Hey, guys, you know, in today's world, you can do anything. You can do anything. We have the technology in our cell phones that is greater than the technology that took man to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So in a world where you can go anywhere, right, via plane, you can do anything, and you can be anyone. Sometimes it behooves you to do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It was also the sponsor. It was also the sponsor of the show. It's nothing. Go to nothing.com. Promo code nothing to get nothing off your first supply of nothing, and then nothing off every other monthly supply after that.
Yeah. Get your nothing subscription today.
Guys, Chase.
Yeah.
Chase, you've been up to nothing.
Been up to a lot of nothing thanks to our good friends over at nothing.com.
Yeah.
I just simply put in promo code Church Stories, and I got 15% off nothing at checkout.
Thanks.
Which is, nothing. 15% of nothing is nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So either way, it's still a win. Guys, nothing.com.
Yeah. Thanks to nothing, I've been in a coma for 3 weeks. I just got out of it. Anyways, I got my dad set up.
Okay.
Is your phone connected?
Yes.
Okay.
Scott.
It's like 11 p.m.
Yeah. What's up?
Hello?
Hey, you're on Church Stories.
Hello, Mr. Scott.
Hey, man.
Listen, we just read the Richard S. Stewart letter from Bob.
Oh, my gosh. It was a wild time back in the old Morningdale neighborhood. Whoops.
Oh, I already read it.
PD said the address. We're in trouble.
So
Okay.
we were questioning the validity of the letter while we were reading it and wondering if Bob just made this guy up.
Because we just Googled Richard S. Stewart, PA, in Greenville, and nothing is coming up.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a good thing we didn't take this seriously at all.
Real hard-hitting research is happening right here.
Yeah, I don't know if PD mentioned this. He used to walk out in front of our house late at night and just walk back and forth out on the street. And he told us later that he was anointing the yard or the street with oil and praying that God would move us out of there.
So Bob was a man of faith, I guess.
Well, the weird thing is, for a while, I was the worship leader at the church that we attended, and he was the guitar player on my worship team.
This goes deep.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I wonder when it all went south with our relationship with Bob.
When you
I
were born.
really don't know. I don't know. But we heard stories from the other neighbors that the family that lived there before us had 3 sons, and he had the same kind of thing going on with them. He accused them of doing things to him all the time, and he terrorized them and told them they were anytime they were out having fun at the pool in the backyard, it just drove him crazy. And he was that way with us too, man. He just wanted to shut it down.
He also went through my Facebook likes.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
He went through all my likes on Facebook to send ones to my dad that he thought were questionable.
Really?
Do you have
Yeah.
examples?
Like Metallica and like
It's like your son.
rappers.
Did he say it as himself, or did he use his lawyer? Air quotes.
He would say, how I don't know how your son can call himself a Christian with that music he listens to and all this kind of stuff, and then I would just go right back at him, and I'd be like, dude, you're always talking about how you love Paul McCartney and the Beatles and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's not a real far stretch. I mean, McCartney was arrested for drugs in the 60s or something. So, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the whole Yeah. There's so many. There's so many examples.
I mean, anyway, I think I told Paul David I think I may have written him back a couple of times, and I may still have a copy of those letters on my computer at work.
I hope so.
I'll look.
You know, more than ever, I think that it's I think that Church Stories, whatever becomes of this show, I'm glad that we're getting to unearth this Bob v. Bachman feud
Hey.
from the mid 2000 teens. This is very intriguing stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the bottom of
The
it.
Bob saga
Well,
continues.
You know what Jesus said? Love your neighbor.
Unless they're playing Metallica at the pool.
Yeah,
Call
I
the
mean,
cops on your neighbor.
He didn't mean that literally, though, did he? Oh, man.
All right.
Good talking to you, Mr. Scott.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
There's our Bob update.
A update.
Not to get too far off topic, I love how Southern families always have that one kid that they call like Paul David. I was at dinner with this family, and they were like, James Lewis. James Lewis. And I was like, oh, is there another James? So you call him
man.
his middle name as well? And they're like, no. Well, then what's wrong with just James? Well, it's James Lewis.
It's just stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it
I always
sticks,
think that's
yeah.
fascinating.
It's always weird when people. I forget that PD isn't a common initial to go by. You know, isn't a common name.
To the point where if I don't think I'm going to see somebody again, I don't tell them my name is PD.
You're rebranding. You're
I'm rebranding only for specific people, but I made the mistake of doing that with Lauren. I
Now
told
she
her my
calls you-
name was Paul.
Now she calls you Paul.
Yeah.
Wait,
Paul!
so you didn't think you would ever see her again? Is that
No.
what happened?
That's so.
Here I
funny.
am a year, however many months later.
Now she cannot get herself to call you PD.
No, she'll do it occasionally. She'll go, PD, because she saw that clip.
Hey, James Chase.
Hey, James Chase.
That's me. I'm James Chase. from
James
now on.
Chase.
It doesn't. It's not a. So I read a whole book on names. We're gonna get to the
Kundale
emails.
Moses. Is that right? Is that?
It's no.
wait, who
it's
is
Ellie Shama
Kundale?
Kundale.
Who has Kundale?
My
and
brother
Moses?
and I.
Okay.
My brother and I both.
You have Moses too?
No, not my legal name. No,
Okay.
but it is a name that I have gone like. You go by essentially your grandparents' name. It's your granddad's name.
That's cool.
So it's like my middle name is my dad's name. My brother's middle name is our dad's name. My dad's middle name is his dad's name. That's
Okay.
Tanzanian. That's like
Hey, never
biblical.
forget Ryan Higa mispronouncing his name.
Eli-
Have you seen
I've
that?
seen that. Yeah.
Okay.
Elishama.
Elishama. I never
Yeah.
forgot that.
It's really.
And now I think about that. Like if I ever see your name spelled out that way, I
You're
think
like,
about
no,
Ryan Higa.
say it right. Say it right. Yeah. Hey, rest in peace. He's still around, but
Yeah, but he
Is
doesn't
he?
exist.
I think he Twitch streams now.
Really?
Yeah.
rest in peace.
Hey, I was a huge fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, this has been good. We've got into several great topics.
Yeah.
We've talked about the gross factor. We got a update.
Gross Court too.
Gross Court. We launched Gross Court, our new series. Guys, we asked, and you all provided. We asked for checking in with Chase songs, and you all came through. Chase, make sure you connect to the Bluetooth over there.
Oh yes.
And PD, you're gonna disconnect from the Bluetooth. I believe.
Yeah.
So we're gonna listen to a couple of Checkin' with Chase songs. Let me read this first email before we play the song. This is from Alex Hilton. What up, Shama, PD, and Chase? Sup, Alex? On episode 124, you guys told the listeners to come up with a Checking In with Chase song, and I thought I could try and come up with one. So it's a rough draft of it, LOL. So no judgments. If I sound terrible, but if I sound terrible, but I like the chord progression and melody. So if the staff at Church Stories likes it, you're listening to him.
Wait, so is he saying that he'll give us a finished product if we like it?
Maybe. I guess. Yeah.
Did he expect us to play this live on the show?
I think so. Well,
Okay.
we said that we'd do that, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure.
if the staff at Church Stories likes it, I'll try to make it more pro. I hope this makes the show, LOL, but also, I hope not. Because I don't want everyone hearing my cringy voice, lol. But anyways, love the show, guys, and so thankful for the wholesome content that you're making. Thanks, Alex.
All right, Alex. First of all, believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself,
Yeah.
dog.
Uh,
Don't be emailing the show with this self-doubt.
It's time for cool tips with Chase. If you want to be cool, you gotta have confidence.
Confidence.
No one likes.
Hey, but
no
he
one
had the
likes low
confidence to send this to us.
That's true.
Yeah, but
So-
he's still like, yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I'm defending you.
All right, let's hear it.
Hey. Yo, I like this.
Me too.
Yo. Okay.
Intro's going a little long, but I'm vibing.
But I mean too, man.
He'll make it more pro.
Wait, pause this. So this is a great, like, 40-second instrumental that he wrote for you?
Yeah, I guess this is mine now.
Does this sound like anything? Does this sound like anything?
A little Ariana.
There's
really
a
like
beat
this.
that me and you have worked with that sounds just like this.
Does it really?
Dun-na, dun-na, dun, dun-na, dun,
Yeah.
dun,
I
dun.
think
That
the
sounds just
progression
like
might be a little, but no, I do like this.
Yeah.
It's bad now when I listen to
He
music
says-
like this now, I'm like, can I buy that?
it. Well, he says he has vocals, so I think there's more.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
let's keep
play
listening.
it. Let's play it.
Checkin in with Chase. Checkin in with Chase.
Oh.
Checkin in with Chase.
Yo.
Checkin in with Chase. Checkin in with Chase.
This sounds like a PBS show that
Yeah.
you'd watch after school.
Chase. Checkin in with Chase.
Hey, man, you're trying way too hard for something
I
that
didn't
I.
expect this, dude.
Chase, no.
Oh.
Come on, share stories.
Oh
Come
wow.
on, sit down.
I love this.
Oh man.
Checkin in with Chase.
This is gonna be my ringtone.
Yeah, no.
You should drop this on Spotify. Wow.
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
that's really
wow
good.
is the only word to
Wow.
say.
That's so. I don't know what I
Hey.
expected.
You know what makes me laugh though is he worked so hard on this for a segment that I barely put any effort into.
A segment that PD and I has been on the chopping block
Yeah.
every single day, every single time we
Wow,
record.
that was dope, man.
That
I mean,
was
I
really
guess I'm the executive producer because I came up with Checking In with Chase, right?
That's
So
true.
yeah.
I'm just talent.
I have part ownership in it.
We should
I want to hear the pro version.
we should hit him with a with one of those Google replies that's available. Like got it, love it, awesome.
You just want me to hit love it?
Yeah, and then he'll see later that we clicked the auto reply.
He's like, they didn't even type it out.
He's like, man, they didn't even love it! Exclamation point. Hey, let's check out. We have another song, right?
Yeah, we have a few.
Yeah.
We have a few songs.
We have a few.
There's one from
I hit
me.
the wrong one. Yeah, there's one from PD. All right, this one's from Trenton Taylor.
Trenton Taylor. Hey guys, not sure if y'all were serious, but I'm always looking for an excuse to play with GarageBand. So here's a theme for Checking In with Chase. Hope you enjoy it. Love all your projects, even battle rapping for the Lord.
You're the only one.
Thanks for the live.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for the lives. Thank you, Trenton.
All right.
Did you know that Johnny Cash is a liar?
Oh!
Yo.
You're not going to believe this. I'm not snitch, first of all. If he would have killed someone, I would have been like,
Checking In with Chase.
Whoa, man. Yes. Round of applause.
Wow.
Yo, play that again. Yo,
Johnny
play that
Cash is
again,
a
dude.
liar.
Did you know that Johnny Cash is a liar?
This is gonna be hard to top, but I did love the other one too.
Oh my.
I'm not snitch, first of all.
This is like a dope sitcom.
Checkin' with Chase.
Wow.
That has such sitcom energy.
Yo,
Like this would come on after Martin.
yeah.
Wow.
Man, that was so good. I cannot believe it.
Hey, if these are all bangers, we might just have to rotate.
I cannot believe it.
We should definitely put all of them on the Instagram and have them vote for their favorite.
Yeah.
Should we? Could we?
Or should just we make an executive
We
decision?
should. We should.
No, fans. We choose.
Wow.
That was so,
Wow.
dude. The you know, did you know that Johnny Cash was a that drop?
That was great.
That
man.
little sample? I didn't know it was gonna be like this.
And then he was like, first of all, I'm not a snitch.
Yeah.
I don't even remember saying that.
Sampling Chase. That's next level.
Wow.
Man, I can't believe that we've. I mean, I know our intro song is iconic, but maybe we could. Yeah, we'll ask for something later. We'll ask for something later. Let's enjoy what we got. We're being ungrateful. Okay, Isaiah Herbst. Hurst is the B. Is
It's
the
a B.
B like a herb? Herbst?
Maybe the H is silent. Herbst.
Okay, it's her. It's like herbs, but with a B. Hey, Shama, PD, and PD Chase and potential guest. No guest this time, Isaiah. I was listening to the most recent recent podcast from when I sent this email, and I heard Shama say that you needed a Checking In with Chase intro. So here's my rendition of Checking In with Chase. I did this with my trumpet and Harmon mute to add a neat buzz to it, short and catchy, while still introducing what it is. Can you Google a Harmon mute?
I think I know what it is, but yes.
Is that when Dan Harmon can't talk?
I think it's a thing that you put at the end of your trumpet to make it sound different.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What does a
I thought it was a separate instrument.
A Harmon mute allows trumpet players to play with a variety of different sounds. They could play the stern entirely out of the mute and pushed all the way into the bass of the mute. Yeah, my roommate was a French horn player.
Is that like the thing that you had to and you like
Yeah.
you were like wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear this.
Oh wow.
Man, this is crazy. Hey, play that again. Wait. This is so. I feel like the only way we could use this to its full potential is if you're on a desk and after that it's like a wide where you see all the cameras and lights, and then you tap papers on the desk and it's welcome to Checkin' In.
Doesn't that sound like 30 Rock music?
It
That does. Yeah.
That was great, man.
That's really good. That was really good.
Welcome to Checking In with Chase.
Man, I didn't know we had all this talent just listening to us, man. This is insane.
Like how with SoundCloud Christians were like, it's trash, we hate it, but then fans make this. And
it's
we're
about
like,
us! Yay!
Yeah.
Petey, do you want to send the one you made?
Sure. It might be on our group chat.
Oh yeah, go to the.
Because I also sent the one from the other fan down there because he sent me a link.
Oh, okay. So we have two more.
Go to
Yeah.
files and then.
Okay, there's this one.
Yep, that's it.
Homeless people hate him, Johnny Cash does too. But I'm here to remind you what we're gonna do. Let's check in with Chase.
You have a beautiful voice.
So
Petey.
Thank you.
You have a
Thank you.
beautiful voice.
So good.
That is very good.
I mean, like once again, too soulful for what the segment is.
Yeah.
It's like you hear that and then just be like, so one time.
One time, you know Johnny Cash was a liar.
Dude, I needed to be up in like a few hours, and it was 4 a.m. and I just thought, I want to make a song for Chase's segment, so went to bed at like 5 that night.
making music is so much fun, man.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Hey, can we have a voice note since we're on a since we're on a voice an audio kick?
Was it emailed?
Yeah, scroll down. I saw it was highlighted. Yeah, Team Anchor right there.
Yeah, there we go.
Should we play the one last Checking In with Chase song first? Though?
Wait, which is the last one? Do you have the last one?
I couldn't find it in the messages.
I'll have to look.
Oh, maybe did somebody DM it?
Yeah.
DM it. Enunciation, y'all. Let's hit that. Let's hit that one. Yeah. Logging. Okay, so we have Collection Plate Thief. We read that one.
Mhm.
Thank you, Sarah. This is Church on Fire Part 1 by Caleb.
G'day, Shama, PD, and Chase, and any other potentially esteemed guests that might be on the podcast. Even though most of your guests aren't that esteemed, but we'll let that go. I'm Caleb. I'm from Perth, Australia, which hats off to you if you know where that is. And so I have a story that goes slightly longer than a minute, and I'll send it in 2 parts, but I think it's better if I'm speaking this because as good as PD's British accent is, I don't think he can quite get the same effect with an Australian accent.
With
so
the Australian accent.
I'll
They never
send it in
pronounce
2
the
parts,
Ls.
but here's the first
Australian.
bit. At our church, our old auditorium layout, we had these halogen lights that faced upwards. And if you threw anything in them, that they could actually light on fire. And one night we were playing dodgeball, and the kids started throwing them against the wall. And we were like, oh no, these could fall in the lights and light on fire. But, we're like, okay, let's be careful. We'll tell them not to do it.
That was part 1.
So we kept telling these kids not to throw these balls against the wall, as you do. You don't want to light the church on fire. And the youth finished. It was chocker night, absolutely great. But at the end of the night, one of the leaders of our youth group decides to pass the time and procrastinate cleaning up by throwing a ball against the wall, in a similar fashion to what the kids are doing. He was a leader, so we're kind of like, oh yeah, it'll be chill. Nothing will happen. And you know what he manages to do? He manages to throw it up into the halogen light. My sister just starts panicking, yelling for help. She's like, crikey, 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 trying to find something that can fish this ball out. And this leader's just like, yeah, she'll be right. Stands on a chair, fishes the now burning ball out with his hand, chucks it on the floor, stamps the flames out in his thongs, and bam, Bob's your uncle. It's all good. It's a little bit crazy, but hope that wasn't too long. And, oh yeah, I love the podcast and all that jazz. That's not important, but thank you.
Okay, so
Biggest takeaway.
Crikey, crikey, crikey.
Yeah.
Australians actually say crikey.
Yeah.
Crikey, 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 crikey. That's
Bob's your uncle. There we are.
wow.
Wow, I'm
That
glad.
was. Are all Australians that Australian?
Probably not.
Like that was. That was extra. I feel like you put a little extra Australian on that.
Crocky, crocky, crocky,
Crocky, crocky, Bob's your uncle.
Crocky, 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 Steve Irwin.
Wow.
Crocky, 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 crocky. I step on stingrays when I see him. What?
Oh.
What?
Hey, I mean, he's not wrong. We don't have the most esteemed guests.
Most guests aren't even that esteemed. Crocky.
Hey, those guys. Some guests listen to the show.
All right, here's
Our-
the last one.
Hey,
My
they know
wife
where they're
and your
at.
girlfriends have been on the show. This is a diss on a lot of people.
They know their status in the celebrity world.
All right, this is our last checking in with Chase, but they misspelled my name. They said Case.
Oh,
It's all good.
So we're not picking you.
If we pick his, we'll change your name.
I hope.
This is Checking In with Case.
Checking in with Chase.
I like that
so
one.
good.
I like
Yeah,
so
I like
good.
the
Play it
beginning.
again. Play it again. That's.
Checking in with Chase.
Yeah, I like it.
Good. It's really good.
I'm thinking, why don't we just rotate them?
Yeah, these are all really good.
I know. We will.
Then we don't have to exclude any of these
They're all really
songs.
good.
Yeah.
We will. We'll prep them. We'll make them to where we can put them on Instagram so other people can listen to them too. Just as
We need to
songs.
ask the dude to make a more pro version of the one that he sent.
Yeah.
We were asking him. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Welcome to the big leagues.
But we have a big decision when we check in with Chase today. Which one are we using?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be.
Let's go with the Johnny Cash is a liar.
Yeah,
That junk is really good.
That
I
one's
liked
number
that
one.
one a lot.
That junk
Yeah.
is really good. Yeah, that's really really good. Where are we at right now? Hey, we got some more time. Let's read. Do we have some emails?
Yeah, we have a ton of emails.
Can you go to
What's
some
the one
old-
that starts with immortality?
Okay, we can do that one.
Or should we go to older ones?
Oh, this isn't a story.
What, is this some weird email?
He's just trying to get us to join his church.
Immortality Justice Protocol?
Well, hey, let's read it and respond.
Okay.
No, that sounds.
It's a
this is-
lot.
He's like from
It's a lot.
He's like from Africa. This sounds like it's.
Is he
going to
mention Western Union?
Possibly. Are you
Dude,
ready? In
I-
the house of faith or not yet? Anyone is beneficiary upon receipt of this package. Okay.
Yeah, this isn't it. This isn't it.
How do they find us? Go scroll down to some older.
Dude, so
eps.
being
Let's,
on Deuteronomims, I would get scammed, or I mean, I wouldn't get scammed. Fake African people would try to scam me.
Hello, I love your page.
It's like,
This is one called Advice. Please help.
What would they say, PD? Though, what would they say?
it was like people in my church are starving. Please give me money through Western Union, and Western Union was in all caps.
But it'd be like, people in my church are starving.
Yeah.
Please send money through Western Union.
And if I would start trolling him or just leave him on red, he would send crying emojis.
Oh, please, little white boy. Little meme, Christian meme white boy. Let's see that one.
Okay.
Church story, kinda. Okay. Lynn Madison. Yeah, take it away, Chase.
Hey guys, your podcast is awesome. You should make up some sponsors, like just for fun or something. Anyways, I was in jail one time.
Did
This
she
is my
send this
kind of
before
story.
we did the nothing ads?
This is April 28th. No, we've already done. Maybe she's not caught up to the nothing.
Is she a prophet?
Maybe maybe
Listen.
she's in the past and she's like, I see success in your future. Okay.
She needs to like be the ghostwriter for my Checkin and Chase segment. I was in jail one time. Don't worry, I'm saved now. Not a criminal anymore. Haha. And I was going to be in there for quite some time. So I decided to try to make some friends to pass the time. I saw this table of older ladies, and one of them totally looked like my grandma. By the way, my grandma's straight up Pentecostal with the charismatic bun and skirts to the floor.
Okay.
What is a charismatic bun?
I think it's just like the really high and high, tight and big.
Okay,
Like you like poofy.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, this lady looked like that, minus the skirt, obviously. And we got to talking, and she was soft-spoken and nice. I thought she could be my jail grandma or something. I don't know.
I feel like we're just missing a big chunk of the story in terms of
Why
can
she
you
went to
ask?
jail?
Yeah.
Maybe
Because I
she-
feel like she was in there for a while.
Maybe it's at the end or something.
Okay.
If not, she
Jail-
might answer us.
Jail grandma.
Well, one day we were talking about what we did to get locked up. And I assumed that this old lady stole some flowers from Home Depot or something. But she told me that her and her husband were both treasurers for their Baptist church and ended up stealing over 60 grand from their church. Wow, this is awesome. Well, not that they stole the money, but the story.
Also, like, if she got arrested for stealing flowers from Home Depot, then that's a bit harsh for an old lady.
I do that every Sunday.
You know, theory, if you steal flowers or a Bible, you need it.
Yeah.
You do. If you get caught stealing a Bible, you need the Bible more than anyone else.
Both her and her husband were in the county jail waiting to go to prison. I asked her why she did it, and she said, because it was easy. Alrighty then. Anyways, so this lady ended up not being like my grandma. Anyways, this is my church story, kinda. You guys are awesome. From Nikki.
That was really funny.
That was good. That was good.
Maybe the way she did it was easy, but she ended up in jail, so...
Yeah. But, you know,
Also-
Lynn turned her life around.
I like that this is, like, expanding the demographics for the emails we've gotten. I feel like most of them are just, like...
I'm homeschooled.
Yeah, homeschool white kids.
But you bring
and then-
Chase on the podcast,
Yeah.
and
All of a sudden,
prisoners
somebody's
show
like,
up.
I was in jail. Don't ask. Don't tell. What?
First of all, I'm not a snitch.
Oh man. The one.
Is that a new Matt Malonga?
I think
There's
so.
a new Matt Malonga.
A new Malonga just
a new
dropped?
Malonga.
Oh yeah, he talks about the phone call we made to Steve.
Ah,
Next time on Church Stories Podcast.
we got Matt Malonga on the phone.
got him. Hello, Matt.
You called me at an absolutely insane time.
What happened?